Good evening. Welcome to Dissectus, One Step Beyond. I'm Micheal Parker, and I'll be your host and your guide as we dissect and examine the bizarre phenomena behind the groundbreaking paranormal series, One Step Beyond. Could these extraordinary events depicted in the show that seem to defy logical explanation truly be a matter of human record? Let's begin with Episode 1, The Bride Possessed, which aired on the evening of January 20th, 1959. It's the story of a young newlywed couple whose long-awaited honeymoon goes suddenly and terribly awry. The theme of the episode is spiritual possession, the idea that a spirit of the dead can take control of the mind and the body of the living. The victim of possession takes on the personality and motivations of the occupying spirit, while their own personality is temporarily or even permanently erased. The ancient Egyptians believed that the soul of a person who died violently remained near the body and would not move on. Is it not then possible that the spirit might want justice, even vengeance for its untimely demise? Sound impossible? Maybe not. Take, for example, this strange but true story. In 1977, a hospital employee named Teresita Basa was found stripped, stabbed, and burned to death in her apartment. 6 months later, a married couple called police because the wife, who had been a co-worker of Teresita, claimed to have been possessed by the spirit of the murder victim on 3 different occasions. During the subsequent police interview, the woman described many details of Basa's murder, even the name of her killer. This prompted the investigation of a male co-worker, and police would soon recover jewelry stolen from Basa. The named suspect eventually gave a full confession, which led to prosecution and a sentencing of 14 years in prison. In The Bride Possessed, we meet a newlywed couple, Matt and Sally Conroy, driving happily to their honeymoon destination. Along the way, Sally begins to remember details of a place she has never been and transforms into a colder woman with a different accent. She no longer even recognizes her new husband. This new personality does, however, remember a previous love relationship that would lead to tragedy. All One Step Beyond episodes were claimed to have been drawn upon real events. It's thought The Bride Possessed was based upon the 1936 death of Giuseppe Pepe Veraldi, a young man whose decomposing body and injured head was found beneath the infamous Ponte Morandi Bridge in Catanzaro, Italy. Despite the suspicious damage to the skull, and without further evidence, the death was ruled a suicide. Pepe's family refuted the ruling and stated that he would have never killed himself. 3 years later, a teenager named Maria Tallarico is walking across the bridge when she's suddenly drawn to the place where Pepe had supposedly jumped. Maria collapses and falls unconscious. When she awakens, she says her name is Pepe and demands to speak to Veraldi's widowed mother. Maria, now possessed by the spirit of Pepe, speaks in rough male tones and asks for wine, playing cards, and cigarettes while awaiting the arrival of his mother. Pepe tells his mother and the Tallarico family that he had been murdered by several men, but did not give any names. Pepe then guided his mother back to the place where his body had been found, and his mother orders his spirit to leave Maria's body immediately. 9 years later, Pepe's mother received a letter from one of his friends now living in Argentina. The friend confessed to the murder committed with the help of 2 other men, which he named. Pepe's mother took the letter to the police, and although one accomplice had since died, an investigation began and the remaining men were tried and convicted. Pepe's spirit never returned to Maria, and she went on to live her life. The Bride Possessed is a similar tale of a restless spirit that seeks to tell its story. When you watch the episode, allow yourself to contemplate the possibilities. Do you think that the spirits of the dead can possess the living? Do you believe the dead can make us do their bidding? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Let us know what you think in the comments section. And don't forget to tune into our next Dissectus, when we analyze the Titanic-sized episode, Night of April 14. Now dim the lights, settle back into your easy chair, and enjoy The Bride Possessed. I'm Micheal Parker. Good night.